you hear me in the back?
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Hey!
Thank you, sir. That was amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. As Tony will say, Wagwan General!
Hey!
Wagwan General!
Now, Megan's explicitly told me not to show off in my speech today. But it's a bit hard when you're the best looking Rees brother, you're unreal cooking, and you never miss a fairway.
Bullshit!
That's true. Strikes it. Quick thanks to all the staff at Ratley's. Honestly, they've been incredible and made my life so much easier. They have answered Meg's million questions, so you've taken the stress away from me massively, so thank you. Thank you to the photographers. Tough job today making my nose at normal size. Thank God for Photoshop. Just get the right angles, lads. No silence. Generally, thank you for all being here. It means so much to us. There isn't one person in this room that we don't have a memory with, which is incredible, really. And we're so lucky to have such close friends and family. Yeah, it is incredible. Thank you to those who have travelled far. We've got German John. German John was actually on the stag do with us for about 2.5 hours, and the fact that he's even here today is mental, because I literally thought he would be on, I don't want to see any of them ever again. Sorry? Oh yeah, both stagging, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm sure you'll avoid all the mistakes that are and obviously Britta, thank you very much for being here as well. And my mum, who's come up from Somerset today. So. Oh, Bev, you come from yeah, it's just a holiday, isn't it? Thank you to all the bridesmaids, you all look stunning. Incredible. Thank you so much for supporting Meg over the last few weeks and months. Sophie, you put an amazing hen do, far more sophisticated than the stag. They had teams, meetings, galores, lovely food, lovely venue, albeit some questionable karaoke and dancing. Sarah Claire, I'm looking at you. If anyone's not seen the video up there, falling off the table, go and see it. And thank you, I can't see them anywhere, but where are my two little darling flower girls? Please, big up to those flower girls. Thank you to my boys, Ollie, George, Alex, Gren, Tom and my brothers. Without them, there's no chance we stood here today. Ollie's been an incredible best man, putting up with me being a little roomsitter at times. He put on a fantastically organised stag do, although I'm unsure Krista would agree. Bowman, would you agree with that? That he was the fan.
Charlatan! Charlatan!
Krista Charlatan, German Charlatan.
What goes on tour, stays on tour.
Shout out to the Gren, who never ceases to make me laugh. You'll all recognise that on the dance floor tonight, although some of you might have had a preview at 4:50 PM today already. Gabbo for always being my girlfriend and punting partner. Tom Fussett for the endless phone calls and advice. Honestly, he puts up with me so much, it's unbelievable, and he's always there for me. And Alex, who, despite that questionable haircut, we genuinely had some of the best times in my life together. He is my stellar drinking partner. I love you all, boys. Cheers to the boys.
Love you, boys!
My new father-in-law, Tony Saw, everybody. Tony and I have always had a great relationship. Even if he makes out of it, it took me 6 years to get into his inner circle. As he says, if you know, you know. We've always got on through a mutual love of football, taking the piss out of each other, rum and cooking. And by the way, if Tony ever cooks for you, just say it's a 10 out of 10, because even if you give it a 9, you've got to turn it into the world's best food critic to justify a 9 out of 10. So just say it's a 10 out of 10. Not worth the act. Time will tell you the moment you realised I was good enough for his daughter when I was racing around for Meg after she'd fallen asleep and drunk on the train and ended up in Northampton. But I know there were two other reasons. Number one is just how good at garden cricket I am. He sees me bowling down the line like Jimmy Anderson, and he can't help but be impressed. And the second is just how good my Jamaican accent is coming up. For context, Tony's parents are from Guyana, so naturally he thinks he's from Jamaica. Much more of a Jamaican than a real Jamaican. Well, I love you, Tony. Thank you very much for everything. Big up, Tony. Another man who will give you the impression I'm still in the circle to this day is Grandpa. The big I am. Grandpa and I have been friends just as long as Meg and I have been together. We love playing golf together. Now I'm finally better than him. He is 84 to be fair. So we love talking sport. Up the villa. Up the villa. We love a good conspiracy theory, but don't mention the Royals because it's a bit of a touchy subject, isn't it? Yeah, we love Meghan Markle. But it's one of all those lovely things. If you asked him who I am today, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if his response was, never heard of him. You can't win all day. It might just be the dementia kicking in. Sorry, Grandpa. However, they are not all as hard to win over. Are you hear me? Sure.
Oh, it's definitely Turn the hearing aid on, mate.
Great part, I've had 10 years of getting rid. This is my time now. However, they're not all as hard to win over. I'll bring your attention to Jill Saul. Jill Saul is about the nicest, kindest, most caring person in the world. Within about a week, 6 years versus a week, of Meg and I going out, she took me in as if I was her own, and that was it. From then on, she treated me like her son. She's brought me into the family of open arms and handed me a beer in the process. So thank you, Jill. You're far too good to me, but I'll be forever grateful for that. Big up to you, sir. Speaking of incredible women, my mum. Karen as well, but any know about one thing we can all agree on is just how amazing and inspiring she is. My mum's an incredible woman. She's done an exceptional job raising Elliot Max. Jury's still out on me a little bit, to be fair. But, she's taught us to be independent, genuine people. So thank you for everything you've done for me in the relationship we have. We have genuinely had an incredibly tough year with the loss of our husband, my stepdad Tom. As Tone very well said, the man with the legends. I'm truly gutted he's not with us here today, as I know he would have loved every minute. As strange as it sounds from a son to another, I'm so proud of you.
Well done, Jack. Well done. Well done. Well done,
Now, my wife. Sorry. How am I to fit all my love into you in just one speech? This is impossible, but let's start from the beginning. So Meg and I met back in 2013 at a house party in Albury. Now this party was for everyone, for all the boys were invited. You know, we're 20 years old, hyped up, want to get on the piss and want to go out of the pub. Well, some of us want to call what it was terrible chat, so now he's managed to pull Kelly, I do not know. Now it's a fancy dress party as well, which I absolutely hate, so does Meg. There's definitely something we bonded over. But nevertheless, I went out and bought my Julius Caesar outfit. It was things beginning with the initial J, which is woeful by the way. Jack the Ripper, not a great first impression, so I went with Julius Caesar. Anyway, the days coming up for the party, but unfortunately the boys are dropping out. Wednesday one drops out, Thursday two drop out, Friday another drop out, and we're down to the final two. I think it was me and Doosan, final two. Text me at 4 o'clock, not coming. Absolutely nil. There I am, buzzing out, costume ball, and everyone's bailed. Still living at home at the time, I went downstairs to my mum and I was like, I'm not having this, I'm going out. So boom, start pre-drinking, put on SBTV in the background, put myself in a taxi and out the door I go. Out the door, in the cab, and on the way it dawns me, I haven't got a clue whose party this is, I know nobody there, not even the host. I walk in, she goes, where are your mates? I was like, they've all back. She goes, okay. And I just sat. However, about an hour into the party, it happened. In she walked. This petite stunner with the biggest personality and a fantastic set of teeth. My future wife. Yeah, I saw her, that was it. I managed to convince her to speak to me for the rest of the night and we had a great time. Now, I appreciate it's all Instagram nowadays, but as I said earlier, I gave her a follow on Twitter and slid into her DMs. And from that day until now, I have just had the best time of my life.
Well done.
Meg has brought us so much joy over the past 10 years and we've achieved so much together, more than I ever could have imagined. As Tony says, like father, like daughter, she knows exactly what she wants and she knows exactly how to get it. She has an amazing family-orientated nature and a big love for good foods, although the cooking bit is a little bit questionable. I love every moment I spend with Meg, whether that's travelling the world or just sat at home doing absolutely nothing. To me, she's the best, one of the most funniest and my favourite person to be around. Last one, here we go. What I absolutely treasure about Meg is how she keeps me grounded. As the boys definitely know, I do like to be a little stressed at times, but she's calming my storm and reminds me every day what truly matters. She's got this incredible ability to bring out the very best of me, not by pushing, but by simply being herself, and for that I'm immensely grateful. If we are fortunate enough to have children, I'll consider myself extremely lucky to have a front row seat to watch you as a mother. Your level of care and compassion for what you love is unmatched, and I can only imagine what it would look like for our own child. So. I'm madly in love with the person you are today, tomorrow, and will be for the rest of my life. Growing up can be seen as terrifying to some, but to me, growing up with you was the best thing I ever did. God, like Megan Rees.